Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 25 past 10 on Monday night. Back with two for tomorrow, both in Cork, a win bet and an each way selection. I was in Linneban today. That is the local track name for Roscommon. Small enough crowd. Early start. I can't remember one starting that early before 20 to 2. There was one divided, made 8 races. The coffee truck woman was telling me as well that she got caught off guard that she barely made it if she didn't make it for the first, and she was alone. There was no chip van there today for the first time in that I can remember, but maybe it wasn't there before and I wasn't looking for it, because it was today because I had no lunch. I had a busy morning, and could have done with the burger and chips, but wasn't to be. Small enough crowd, even though it was a national hunt meeting, but there was a lot of people in Listowel last week that wouldn't have surfaced today. Pockets would be a bit less flush, and the bodies mightn't have recovered yet, according to stories I heard. Some of them didn't go racing at all, according to the wet weather. Great excuse. I wasn't long in the gate. I met an owner. He was on his way, and he's from Mayo, living down in Carrickmacross. Forgot to jot down his name. He was along with the mayor's name, a 4-year-old, nice little tidy little mare, 4-year-old, Blacksmith's Forge. The breeder was there, Kenny Burgess, so he was hoping for a good run. I think he has relations in the field, so he'd for sale, I'd say. She ran a nice little race for a 4-year-old. Should improve a lot, without a doubt. I met twins, the first twins ever I met at a race meeting. Patrick and Kieran McManus from Lucan in Dublin. Two young lads. They were down watching St. Dominic's in the hurling yesterday. Their mother is from Knockcrockery. They're living in Lucan. I think they played a bit of hurling at an early age for the Doms, as they're locally known as. So no doubt I might bump into them in time again. I didn't shave this morning, I forgot as well. John O'Callaghan, my old man living in Sligo, wasn't impressed. He said he'd be passing the information on to his Waterford buddy. Waterford buddy tunes in, John doesn't, but he gets the news from his Waterford friend. Good crack. May oh God help us. Two runners today, one non-runner, probably because of the rain up north, and the one I thought we would beat won the race, because we betted the last day fair and square, I thought, and that was, did I write it down? I can't remember it. El Fontanero. The company sergeant. I was happy enough coming to 2 out. I was saying stamina'd kick in. Folded up very tamely, and I wouldn't have blamed the ground because it ran on soft and heavy before. So I don't know what was the excuse there. San Salvador, if we had stuck with it, but we didn't, we'd have been with it today. Backed that a couple of times each way before. I think we backed it in the Pertimston way. And the one in England ran terrible. It's better than that. And actually I thought the winner wouldn't run because it ran on Saturday, but obviously it was a pipe opener for today. It was well gambled on as well. Anyway, on to tomorrow. There's a frog caught in my throat. I hope it doesn't upset me later. The 3:05 at Cork tomorrow. It's an open affair. There's a horse there, Christy Donoghue's Little Mimi, 3-year-old by Dandyman. If you look at, it's lightly raced. 3 maidens, 33 to 1, 28 to 1, 200 to 1. Then it ran in Cork. It was eye-catching, sort of, like, they weren't too busy on it. But then the last day, Wayne Lorden was on it in Navan. Went off 40 to 1. We'll just have a look at it. We had an interest in the race the same day with... It's here. Keep an eye on it.
Spartacus behind him, Irish Rumour, as they head on over a furlong and a half to race right across the track. He's a hung towards the stand side. I'm Spartacus, the river runs deep. Hero of the hour, Irish Rumour coming through between horses over on the far side, Rail Teen Fantasy. Well inside the final furlong. Near side, Irish Rumour coming through, Rail Teen Fantasy over the far side. They'll fight it out as they go to the line. Irish Rumour and Dylan Brown McMonigal will win it from Rail Teen Fantasy. Up for third, Little My My, and then close for fourth between He's a Hunk and the river runs deep.
Yeah, being stand side important again.
That was a good enough run there. And you wouldn't know what position the handbrake was in, but Lorden, top jockey, keeps the mount. Mr. Spartacus, and he won since he came out of that race. He won a race in Dundalk. There's a few in it, but that's with chances. Run Forest Run won it last year. I think we were on it that day. It was a former winner of ours. But this is a 9-2 shot. By moment in time, has a couple of runs all right, but Susan Finn, I don't think she had a winner in a couple of years. Even Billy Lee is riding. I think that was the last winner she had, actually. My moment in time to do. Didn't this win in 2022? Did. 2 years ago, 13th of October. It was rated 57. 3-year-old. I think that was her last winner. One more in Cork. A horse that we backed in Galway and it finished 6th and they were paying 5 and it's only beaten a nose. Alessia Fernanda. This drops down in class. This is a ceiling of 65. On the last day, there was a ceiling of 75 to the 47 to 75. Look at the horses, it was 75, 62, 71. Which was ahead of a 74, 69 horse. But it's back. Well, let's see. I'll open this again. The reason I picked it for Galway, it was a 7 furlong run it was eye-catching in Leopardstown, 7. So then it ran here to the 8.5 furlongs. It stayed on. Then the last 2 runs were 9 furlongs and 9 furlongs. So perhaps the mile might be its optimum distance. The fact it drops down the £10 as well. This is a 47 to 65. That was a 47 to 75. Big enough horse to carry the weight. When did Weld have a winner last? One in 14 days. Not too bad. Before that was 0. Not the force of old.
Towards the outside in the yellow cap, Tanazadia in the Aggie Council race in third. They're followed in 4 by Polaris Dancer. Polyman is next to rail, trying to find racing room. Bear Prophet is next in the field, just being squeezed along now for Nevertheless. Alessia Fernanda tries to pick up on the outside. There's a race inside the final furlong and a half, and Killaney Bear, Andy Slattery tries to kick from the front. Cognac in second. Tanazadia now producing a challenge between them in third. As the race down inside the final furlong is Killaney Bear with a length of an advantage over Tanazadia. Cognac renewing its effort on the outside, but Killaney Bear is out in front and racing up towards the line. Killaney Bear is going to hold on and win by 3 parts from Cognac and Tanazadia. Polyman in fourth, and they're followed by Alessia Fernanda. And
so there's the 2. I was looking at here, couldn't make head nor tail of it. It's not great stuff tomorrow. I have a frog in my throat. So it's Monday night. So what do we do on a Monday night? We sing a song. We might sing a couplet tonight because there's a special reason. I had a song picked out for tonight. I'm going to sing it. It is for a lot of the people, the diaspora of Ireland that's all over the world. We have a lot of them following. I might run a competition on the one of the nights, maybe tomorrow night, when I think of it, to see. I want you to guess. No, I'll do it tonight when I'm doing this song. I want you to guess. What's the third country in the world with the top viewing as of the last few weeks? So let's say Ireland and the UK. Forget about them. Pick another country anywhere in the world and put down. I'll tell you the percentage then again. Third country in the world. So I'll sing this for them, and then seeing that today one of my favourite all-time legends on stage, Chris Christopherson, passed away. So I thought we would sing a song in his memory, and we'll see how the first one goes. You never know, I might sing two of them. So where are we at? We're going on to this one. So sing along tonight. Sing along Monday. I can hear the bells of Dublin in this lonely waiting room, and the paper boys are singing in the rain. Not too long before they take us to the airport and the noise, to get on board a transatlantic plane. We've got nothing left to stay for, we have no more left to say, and there isn't any work for us to do. So farewell, you boys and girls, another bloody flight of ours. Our best asset is our utmost export too. It's not murder, fear, or famine that makes us leave this time. We're not going to join McAlpine's Fusiliers. Oh, we've got brains and we've got vision, we've got education too, but we just can't throw away these precious years. So we walk the streets of London and the streets of Baltimore, and we meet at night in several Boston bars. Oh, we're the leaders of the future, but we're far away from home, and we dream of you beneath the Irish stars. As we look at Ellis Island and the lady in the bay, and Manhattan turns to face another Sunday, we just wonder what you're doing for to bring us all back home, as we look forward to another Monday. Because it's not the work that scares us, we don't mind an honest job, and we know things will get better once again. So 1,000 times adieu. Oh, we've got Bono and you too, and we're missing is the Guinness and the rain. So switch off your new computers, 'cause the writing's on the wall. We're leaving as our fathers did before. Take a look at Dublin Airport, or the boat that leaves North Wall. Oh, there'll be no youth unemployment anymore, because we're over here in Queensland and in parts of New South Wales. We're on the seas and airways and the trains. And if we see better days, those big airplanes going both ways, and we'll all be coming home to you again. We're doing old Chris Christopherson, man, for the many times that he often put me in good humour. 1, 2. Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled in my closet through my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. Then I washed my face and I combed my hair and stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my mind the night before with cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid playing at a can that he was kicking. Then I walked across the street and caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And Lord, it took me back to something that I'd lost somewhere, somehow along the way. Sing along. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned, 'cause there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying that's half as lonesome as the sound of the sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school and listened to the songs that they were singing. Then I headed down the street, and somewhere far away a lonely bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyons like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. Come on, sing along. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned, 'cause there's nothing in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of the sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. Do 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 do. I'll leave it at that. Rest in peace, Chris Christopherson. Pash the bookies over and out.